Sponsored by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence.
Jordan's messages.
Now I know what it feels like to be you, smacked upside the head by me. Will there be injuries? Of course. Will there be lessons learned? Absolutely. Special questions today. Patron-only questions. Oh. That's right, Josh. Patron-only questions. If you want... It's actually too late because we've already picked them. But we will probably do this again. And Josh, actually, what we're going to do is have a special section at the end of every messages where we answer a patron question. Right? Isn't that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, what did we decide we're doing this?
No, we haven't decided yet. But if we do it, then just hop on board, guys. Patreon.com/cow. Let's get to the questions. Blimey Cow. Let's get to Patreon.com/Blimey Cow. Let's get to the questions. Dear Jordan, Josh, Sarah, and possibly Morgan, IDK. Nobody's here, it's just us.
Oh, I can't even...
Just forget it.
It's
table,
stuck.
it's stuck. It's another one to explain.
Move the tripod.
So I tend to be a clingy extrovert. Like sometimes I feel like BHK, not gonna lie. When I text people and they don't answer, I'm worried I either said something wrong or they don't care to answer, especially with girls. Once or twice after someone wasn't answering, I sent an inner monologue in Shakespearean English. I gotta know. I think I know what this is. I really do. Hoping it would be funny, but really just hoping it would get their attention. Another thing I tend to do is follow my friends around in church. Should I just be in one conversation they're in and just stand in a corner the rest of the time? Or is this normal? How do I avoid being clingy and annoying to my friends? No one has said I am, nor implied it, but I am 18 and insecure. Lampy. Let me tell you something, okay? If I could give Big Head Kid one piece of advice, like if Big Head Kid was here, because I know him intimately, you know, if I could tell him something, I would say, look, you're cool. The problem is you don't have to try so hard.
Oh.
And when you try so hard for attention, I'm talking to Big Head Kid. When you try so hard for attention, it comes, and I did this as a kid, it comes across as like desperate. If you don't come across as desperate and you let people see the funny sides of you and the fun sides of you and you know the nice sides of you, they'll start to come to you instead of it being like a thing where it's like, oh, somebody give me attention. Oh, I need to cling to this because I might never get it again. There's gonna be so many opportunities.
That's my relationship with food.
Is it, Josh?
I'm working on it.
I might never get it again. I think most of us, if not every single human being on this planet, has felt this way. Some people have felt it like 100% of the time, and some people have felt it 20% of the time. Some people have felt it 1% of the time. It just depends on like the person's I don't know. Look, I've tried to figure that out. I've honestly tried to figure this out. And the thing that worked for me, if you make a joke and somebody laughs, stop.
That's the best advice I ever gave.
That's the best advice Josh ever gave. And I remember I was sitting in the middle seat in the back of our Taurus, and Josh, I made a joke and it actually made Josh laugh. And Josh said, previously, he said, Jordan, you know, when you make a joke, you gotta stop because it's not funny after that because you seem desperate. He told me that. And when I made him laugh in the Taurus that day, I was about to make another joke that was gonna destroy me because it was gonna be funny, and I was like, and I just sat there on the way to church.
Well played.
Well played. After that, I made him laugh. Because I knew when to stop. It was amazing. You have to take that advice. I'm telling you, that changed my life. And now I'm doing messages, Josh. Now we're doing messages, and we don't know when to stop.
We
never stop. We didn't learn anything, actually. Dear Jordan, you used to say in Messy Mondays that there are two types of people, those that hate drama and those that say they hate drama. I've discovered recently, to my shock, that I fall into the second category. I find gossip difficult to resist. I'm working on that. I've always experienced emotions more intensely than my peers. At least that's what adults have told me my entire life.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. You could be a very happy person. My biggest problem is that drama seems to follow me wherever I go. I've transferred colleges, moved back home, changed churches, found new hobbies, and drama always finds a way of making a mess of things. Relationship, boy drama has been especially awful, reoccurring every few months or so in the past few years. After the latest dramatic episode unfolded in June, I firmly decided I'm not going to allow myself to dwell on the possibility of dating any boy until at least January.
I'm serious this
This time, January. We'll see how that goes. Jordan, I am I've never had somebody say my name again in a message.
Jordan was like, we moved on to the next message.
Yeah, I was like, wait, where's your name? Jordan, am I condemned to stay in a never-ending cycle of creating drama, dealing with fallout, and then anxiously wondering how drama will appear next? Or is it possible for me to compartmentalize my love drama in the media? I don't know. Okay. There is drama. There's a lot of drama. Okay, a lot of drama. And it is following you oddly. It's like your shadow. It's like, wait a minute. That's me. That's my shadow, Josh. That's my shadow. It's not another person's problem. It's mine. It's my shadow. That's kind of what you realize, and that's what the message is telling me. I think, and I don't want to come across as too harsh, Josh, because these are the patrons after all. Look. I think this writing in this message was step one. All right, you are aware. Wait, please God, is there a problem? Am I creating this drama? Let's put it this way: I've had drama in my life in the past. I've had it. All right. Has it followed me throughout my entire life? No, it hasn't followed me. I went through these parts of my life where there was some drama, and then it kind of started to end. Now, was the drama my fault back then? Yes and no. It was. Yes, because I was participating, I suppose. And no, because it was kind of the other person's fault as well. You play off of it, and once you learn to stop, there's no more drama. So, like, I'm sure you can always kind of pass the blame on to somebody else, and I'm sure you can, but because you're thinking, wait, is this my problem? It is following me around pretty oddly. It might be a little bit your problem, and that's good news actually, because that means it can end. If it wasn't your problem, it could never end. So you have control of the situation. Take control and just let it go. Let it be. Let the drama be and walk away.
Very well.
Very well. So here's some behind the scenes for you on how we actually did this episode. We set up a password protected page on our website, blimeycow.com, and we gave the password to our patrons. This then took them to a form they could fill out, and the submissions went straight to Josh's personal email address. And that's where we got the messages for today's episode. Pretty incredible, and it took Josh, how long, Josh?
Like 3 minutes.
3 minutes! With Squarespace. Guys, Squarespace makes it literally so easy to build a website. It's amazing. And adding pages to it is a breeze too. Whether you want to start a business, a blog, a web store, a portfolio, whatever you need, Squarespace has a template that will make it easy to get up and running very quickly. You can modify things or just stick with their defaults, and either way, your site is gonna look awesome. The other thing is that Squarespace is an all-in-one platform, which means they have everything you need to keep your site updated and looking great. You don't need other subscriptions once you switch to Squarespace. They have audio blocks which support podcasting, and you can run email campaigns. And you can easily look at your site analytics too. Squarespace helps us run our business, and they can help you too. If you want your own space on the web, do it with Squarespace. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to our link squarespace.com/cow, because there you're going to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/cow. do it. Now, let's get back to the messages. Hi, Jordan and Josh. I have this ongoing problem with some men at my church. My family always sit in the back row, so people are constantly walking behind us. A few particular men seem to make it their mission to rub my shoulder or brush my back or tap my head or touch me in some way as they walk past. Every time I think, can you not? You are not my dad. You do not get to touch me like that. But even if I felt bold enough to confront them, it always happens so fast that they're always gone. They're already gone.
Always does.
They're gone before I could say anything. How can I avoid this awkward, unwanted touching? P.S. As much as I would love to get away from these people, I don't have a car. I bent the message, dang it. I hate bending the message. As much as I abuse the message, I hate when I bend them. She said her family sits in the back row, all right? You're not dealing with this. You are going, if you have a good relationship with your parents, get one of them, or your brother if you have a brother, or an older sibling if you have one or something, and have them say something to these people ASAP. When you see this message, I want you to show it to one of your family members, what I'm saying, and I will tell them what I'm going to tell them right now. Listen up, okay? This is a serious situation. This might not seem serious to you. I'm not accusing you, but this is not your daughter making a big deal, okay? This is weird. It feels weird reading it. Okay, please, you might know these people. It might not seem like, oh, that's just Mr. So-and-so. You know how he does.
You know how all of them do.
You know how they all do, actually. It's kind of weird.
One after another.
One by one, they walk by, constantly touching your daughter.
Ugh.
It's kind of weird,
Ugh.
okay? If I saw somebody who was doing that to my sister in church back in the day, I would have definitely said something, okay?
Ugh.
So please, God, please, say something today, tomorrow, Sunday. I don't care when, Wednesday. Call them up. If it's that bad, call them. Make it stop.
Oh, but they don't mean anything by it.
No, they do. They do. They always do. These fantasies. Make it stop.
Oh.
They have the power to make it stop. Look, you never know what goes on. That's all I'm gonna say. You never know what goes on. I don't care if they go to church. You never know. Okay? Make it stop, please. Amen. Blimey brothers, I'm a 21-year-old lady in my first romantic relationship. We have been together for over 3 years now. We both put God before anything else and have dated with the intent to marry since the beginning. This plan to get married is a little long-term because we want to wait until we graduate college, makes sense to me, which means we will date for a total of 5 years. Because we want to stay pure for so long, we decided not to kiss until marriage. This is a mutual decision, I swear, and has come from a place of prayer and respect for each other. The problem is that most of my girlfriends are dumbfounded, Josh, that a relationship can be anything but chiefly physical. I feel constant nagging that my kind, hilarious, loving boyfriend is abusing me and neglecting my needs and doesn't even love me, all because we do not make out constantly.
She's saying that her friends tell her that he's doing.
Oh, I was like,
I thought
you don't think that, do you? Oh, okay. They want me to dunk my soulmate, even though they see us be very affectionate to each other, both physically and verbally. It breaks my heart that they think a relationship cannot have love unless it checks certain boxes. I shouldn't have to defend myself when I am in the most supportive, healthy relationship I can imagine. How do I let them down easy? Signed, just doing my best.
Look, at this day and age, this guy should be a hero. He's like, they're mad at him for not feeling her up?
He can't win. He can't win. It's too much, it's too little. All right. I'm not going to tell you to get away from your friends, okay? Because what you are doing is actually pretty abnormal, all right? And for the world, I don't even care if this is the Christian world. Just the world, what you're doing is like pretty extreme. All right, so they might be a little worried if they didn't know, if they're like, this is like kind of weird, but to you, this is totally normal because this is what you had always planned on doing since you were a kid. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm going to assume. But look, let these people be. Let them be, because when time will tell. That's all I'm gonna say. Time will tell. We'll see where these people are in 5 years, and we'll see where you are in 5 years. You are.
I like that's your answer to everything.
They're not even gonna know her, and they're gonna be off somewhere doing God knows what, and you're over here still having not kissed your husband because you're waiting for the perfect moment. And it hasn't hit yet.
In the kissing booth.
In the kissing booth.
Before the wedding. Or,
Yeah,
right after the wedding. Sorry.
After. Josh, it has to be after. Do you understand? Like, so how do you want to let them down easily?
The first kissing booth.
It's not even a question. They've let themselves down. Okay? You're lifting them up. You can't let them down. They don't even know what being lifted up means. So how do you let them down? You know what I mean? It's backwards. I'm confusing myself. But trust me, it makes sense. Go back, rewatch that section. It made sense. Look, don't worry about these people, okay? Look, don't dump them. Don't get rid of them. Whatever. But you're doing great. They're not. I don't know, but they're probably not. The world.
If they're spending all their time worried about you,
Their drama shadow is following them,
that's
Josh.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Their drama shadow is following them. I'm not saying the other girl is the person who is smack talking this. I'm not gonna say that because they are patrons. They might know each other. Look, you're doing fine. Let him down. I don't know. What does that even mean? Anyways, people are dying to know what happened in my head. I'm dying to know how you got in the situations you got into. You don't give me enough information, I'm not gonna give it to you. I was babysitting and I got smacked in the head with a gymnastics ring, okay? It was instinctual for the child, I could hardly blame him. We were chasing each other around the fireplace at my house, and then here I come. I have gymnastics rings in my house. Why? Okay, why? That's a great question. I had put them down low so he could swing on it, you know? Running around in circles, and then he's, threw it at me. It was instinct. He was holding it for balance and he just threw it. Like, I would have done the same thing.
Who wouldn't have thrown?
Yeah, I mean, like, literally, he didn't mean to. I wasn't even mad. I was just like, very well. Perfect trajectory. If it hit my nose, would have broken my nose. I'm dead serious, Josh. That would have been terrible. Bloody lip, that broken a tooth. I lucked out. And Josh, you know, I think that we actually should do the extra patron question just for the patrons. A little extra video with one extra question. If you want to become a patron to view these extra bonus questions I'm going to insert at the end of messages from now on to the end of eternity. I actually don't know how long, but it will last a while.
And these will be patron questions.
These are patron only questions, okay? So there is like a really great chance that you get your question answered. Become a patron, okay? We love our patrons. We love them. I treat them nicely. Clearly, I did not shred these people to death like I normally do, okay? Don't be messy. And leave good messages. Patreon.com/BlimeyCow.